Good morning friends, welcome back in our science online class. Today we are going to discuss about the excretion, and again one more point we are going to learn or discuss about the living things, that is the reproduction. So these 2 points or these 2 characteristics we are going to cover in today's video. So first we will start with the excretion. See students, all the living things need food. Yes, obviously. It may be plant or it may be animal. So both plant or animal require food to get energy. Yes, and this energy is obtained by the process of respiration that already we have seen in our previous video. How the energy is obtained by the process of respiration. But during this respiration process, energy is obtained, so that energy we utilize, we use to perform different activities, or that energy we use to work. Yes, but along with this energy, okay, during the respiration process, first thing energy is obtained, and say along with energy carbon dioxide also obtained. So this carbon dioxide is toxic gas, means that is the waste material formed by the respiration process. Understood? See students, we need food. That food is useful to obtain the energy by the process of respiration. So during the respiration we get the energy as well as carbon dioxide gas. Energy we utilize to perform the different activities, but carbon dioxide is waste gas, toxic gas that we send out of our body through the nose. Yes or no? So this is the toxic substance. So same way, there are different kinds of toxic substance which are produced in our body, and they are very harmful if they remain in our body for long time. So they are very harmful, and that is why we need to remove them time to time, and this process is called excretion process. The removal of waste substances from a living body or from the body of living organism is called excretion. So first one example we saw about the carbon dioxide gas. Now second example, see students, we use the food, yes, or we eat the food, but 100% food is not digested by our body. Whatever the food is eaten, so that food is not completely digested. Okay, some food remain unused, and that is called the waste food. And these waste food we remove time to time through the anus. Okay, that is the waste material. So this food, if this unused food remain as it is toxic. Okay, it is toxic and very harmful to our body also. Now one more thing, that is the water. We drink the water. Okay, so whatever the minerals are there, whatever the things are there which are present in water, that things, minerals absorbed by our body, but whatever the waste water is there. Okay, so that waste water means what, students? So waste water means that is the urine, and that urine sent out time to time during the sent out of the body time to time through the urination. So these are the, again one more, the wastewater again sent out of the body through the sweat also. So these are the called the excretion. Okay, these are all are the removal of waste products, waste substances from a body of living organism. So which are the waste materials or substances? First one, urine. Second one, undigested food or waste food material. And third one is carbon dioxide in animals. Okay students, but like animals, plants also included in living things. So what type of products, what types of waste materials are produced by plants, that we are going to see now. See, some harmful or poisonous waste materials are produced in plants also. So the excretion in plants means removal of waste materials in plants. The plants remove their waste material or products different by different methods, and that methods we are going to learn now. See students, plants also produce waste substances like carbon dioxide and oxygen. So carbon dioxide produced during the respiration process and oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis process. So these are the both. Now see here, during the daytime the waste product produced, that is the carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide, whatever the waste product produced by the carbon dioxide, is used by the plant for making their own food. Okay. Now second thing, some plants store some of their waste product in the body parts like fruits, leaves and bark. Whatever the waste products or substances are produced, that all the waste substances are stored in the parts of plant like fruits, then yes, fruits, bark and leaves, in a way that they do not harm the plant as a whole. So they store in this part, and these parts they do not harm the whole plant. Okay. Now the plants get rid of this waste shedding of leaves. So whatever the plants are there, the plant shed their leaves. Okay. So suddenly the leaves turns into yellow color and plant shed their leaves, means whatever the leaves are there, that leaves drops. Okay. Second thing, the fruit, whatever the fruits are there, that fruits peeling of bark and felling of fruits. So whatever fruits are there, so after ripening that fruits also fell down. Okay. So these are the waste materials. Now next thing, some plants secrete the waste substances like resin, latex means rubber, rubber, okay, and gum also. So these are the waste materials produced by the secretes by the plant. Okay, which one? Gum, then latex means that is rubber, the liquid, and then resin. Okay, so in this way the human beings, or we can call the animals and plants, excrete means they remove the waste materials from their body time to time. Okay, but what about non-living things? Non-living things cannot, or non-living things do not excrete. For example, now see here, non-living things do not excrete. For example, rock. Rock is a non-living thing which does not produce any waste material or the substances. Okay students, I hope you understood the expression. So keep in mind the definition. The process of removal of waste substances from the body of a living organism is called excretion. Okay. Now next point, characteristics we can call. This is the next characteristics, reproduction. Now what is meant by reproduction? Re means again and produce means new babies. Okay. So reproduction means production of new babies. Okay, or new species. Now see here students, do you know the different varieties or different kinds of animals are there on the earth? And all these animals and plants also, they reproduce. Actually they reproduce means what? They give birth to their babies. For example, if you consider the dog gives birth to dog, elephant gives birth to elephant, human beings, give birth to the human beings, rat give birth to the rat. It means that there are different kinds of species. Rat is one, camel is one, dog is one. Okay, so these all are the different species, and all these species give birth to their own kinds. For example, just now I gave dog give birth to the dog. Have you seen any time the dog give birth to the lion? No. This will not take place. Okay. So each species give particular type birth to their young ones. So that is called the reproduction. But why this reproduction is necessary? So reproduction is very necessary to continue their species, or to exist their species on the earth. If they will not reproduce, what will happen? One day their species are going to exist. If dog will not reproduce, so what will happen? After a few years, we cannot see the dogs on the earth. Same way for the other animals also. So for their existence, okay, for their existence, all the living beings reproduce. Okay. So what is the reproduction? So reproduction means, see student, this is the definition, you can highlight in your textbook. The process by which living organisms produce new members of their species. Whose? Their species. That is why dog produces dog. Yes or no? Cat produces cat only. So their own species. So production of new species by living organism is called reproduction. And this reproduction is very, very important to continue their species, or to exist their species on the earth. Now there are two kinds of animals. Some animals give birth directly, and some animals give birth to their babies, okay, by laying eggs. So two kinds of animals are there. Some animals give birth directly to their babies, and some animals are there, first they lay the eggs, and after hatching their eggs, the babies come out. Okay. For example, cow, buffalo, cat, dog, horse, again camel, elephant, okay, deer, human being, all these animals give directly birth to their babies. Yes students? And the example like snake, crocodile, tortoise, then birds, these animals lays eggs, and then after hatching eggs, their babies come out. So this is the two types of birds are there, you can see. So first those animals give directly birth to their babies. Okay. Example, mammals, whatever the mammals are there. And some animals lays the eggs, and after hatching the eggs, the babies come out of the eggs. Okay students. So this is about the reproduction. You can see the human being reproduces by giving birth to babies. And chicken are hatched from the eggs of hens. Okay, this is about the animals, but what about the plants? Plants are also included in living things. So plants also reproduce. Okay, some plants are reproduced by their seeds. Okay, so moong plant, whatever the seed bearing plants are there, moong plant, jowar plant, rice, wheat, okay, moong. So all these plants are reproduced by their seeds. But there are some few plants are there, they reproduce by their stem or underground root. So you can see here a new potato plant grows from each bud on the old potato. So some plants reproduce through their tubers. Okay. So suppose here you have to select one potato. Okay, which the potato you can see this is the one tuber like potato which has the eyes or buds we can see, and these birds are changed or grow into the new plant. So after the sowing these all tubers in the soil, okay, so these whatever these birds are there, so these birds grows into a new plant and use more potatoes. Okay, so this is the one method of reproduction. Second one method, that is the stem cutting method. Do you know the rose plant? Have you seen the seeds of rose plant? No. So if you want to plant the rose plant, so just you cut one stem or branch of the plant. Okay, see here. So you can cut the one branch of the plant with the help of knife, and that branch or the stem you can put in the pot which contains the soil, and after a few days you can see that stem will grow into a new plant. So this way we can reproduce the plants. I hope you understood the reproduction. Now one more thing is missing. See, all living things can reproduce, but non-living things cannot reproduce. Yes or no? So this is the conclusion of our today's video. Okay, so today we have seen the two characteristics. First one is the excretion and second one is the reproduction. I hope you understood today's part. Remaining part will continue in our next video.